What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Gachiakuta, this time with episode 3. Of course, we did have a week break last week, which was unfortunate. Never a great thing at the start of a show having a break like that, but I really enjoyed the first two episodes. Second episode was quite a bit more action heavy. Both episodes were quite ruthless, but especially the end of last episode, I remember this finger being eaten. It was yeah, quite gross, but again, really enjoyed things so far. It looks good. It's got a good plot and characters going on so far, so looking forward to seeing how we're going to do today. Let me know what you guys think about this episode though down in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. I don't think you got much choice if you want to survive out here, do you? I was gonna say, like, what do you eat down here? We saw our mate fuckloads of shit last episode, so I guess that's not an issue. Is that not Kurosuji's voice actor? Okay. I guess you've got to be a bit crazy to live down here, haven't you? To be able to live down here, should I say. You've got to be crazy for choosing to live down here for sure, but to actually be able to survive down here, I think you've also got to be crazy. But as I said in the intro, I'm vibing with the kind of tone of the show so far, and the general kind of setting and power system and such we got going on here is pretty cool to me. I do wonder though, like, why was this the only? I mean, there's probably other shows delayed, but this was the only show I'm watching that got delayed last week. City the animation comes out half an hour afterwards, but I guess it's maybe because it's not airing on TV or something. I don't know. So we have, yeah, we've still got one more of these people to meet that we do see in the opening. I think there's like 4 of these guys in this group. I guess we just saw that guy, didn't we? But again, it's just like it evokes a little bit like Mad Max, like post-apocalyptic. Like, it's really interesting. Kind of, I'm interested in like what that would actually be like in the real world. Oh, you know what? Doesn't look looks pretty. It almost looks a bit more civilized down here than it does up there. There's a lot more people alive here than I expected there to be. Holy crap. Yeah, me too. But like I said, it almost feels more civilized in a way. I don't know what it is about that guy's hands. They look like dinosaur hands. Not sure if any of you guys think that, but they almost look like, yeah, look strange. And do it with a soul or anima. Vital. Oh yeah, that's essentially what they are. Either. Not the takers. I wonder if there's takers out there. It looks like a bunch of very intriguing designs. As I said, the power system is really cool, so it does breed a lot of ingenuity. And creativity. I like that. I like power systems that do leave a lot of room for creativity. I always say this, but Hunter x Hunter is like one of the prime best examples of like having so much freedom, yet the restrictions actually being very vital and something you actually enjoy rather than, yeah. Of course he will. I was gonna question that. I wonder if he probably became even more attached to him, and they meant even more after everything that we saw in episode 1. I imagine he maybe would have had this power anyway, but probably even more powerful because of what happened. Yeah, this guy's hands are so weird. Sorry to keep bringing it up, but they really do like dinosaur kind of almost like that guy from what's his name? I haven't watched these movies in ages. It's a comic book. Guillermo del Toro directed it. Hellboy. It looks like he's got like Hellboy's hands. They look very like dinosaur, weird kind of giant hands. Sorry, it's just it's so noticeable every time they're in this shot. Guys, weird ass dinosaur hands. Sorry, I keep bringing it up, but yeah. I guess everyone's got big ass hands. Even Rudo looks like he's got giant ass hands because of the gloves, but. Oh, thanks a lot. I've got to say, I do like they do like the facial expressions of this show, don't they? They're quite good. Oh no. Like I was always waiting for an opportunity, but for money, this cat must be trained. I assume it would be a very, yeah, normal thing for you to train an animal or something down here. To be fair. The ground, the stick. Clearly, that's his special thing, I guess. Big mistake saying that. You literally just got told the premise, bro. Should never disrespect anyone's item out here. Could be their prized possession. Same way you care about your gloves. Hmm. Assist staff. Assistant staff. So he does know who he is. Okay, good. Zanka. Ooh, Zanka. I forget what that means. It's very uncommon. Never heard that as a name for someone. Oh shit, now you're fucking treading some dark waters. Hmm. Smoking. Smoking, Ruda. Can't say that. Although, tit for tat, I guess, isn't it? Good advice. I don't think you ever really get told that as well. I learned that when I became an adult. Impressive. Well, this guy's voice actor is always like one of the. He always voice acts like the kind of main character's like sidekick or something. He's always like the nice side friend character. This guy voices usually. It makes perfect sense. This is the outcome. He's just got a bit of a like kind sounding voice, if that makes sense. That fits those roles really well. The scuzzballs. Wow. Not creepy at all. Yeah, I'd leave right now, bro. Well, you tried. It was just a bit intense. Like if you tone down the intensity of it a bit, that's better a little bit, but still a bit creepy. Tell you what, like, these guys are losing a lot of hydration right now. Spit all over the place. Oh, you get along pretty well a bit ago. Something like that. Oh, he can do anything. Smoke it. This guy deserves that after talking all this rubbish. I mean, he said it what like he should have known after he spoke about his family once. Doing it again. And, well, he's talking about his end goal, but that's kind of hand in hand. Not that he knows, but yeah. Once shame on you, twice shame on me. But in this case, shame on me because I'm gonna fuck you up big time. The thing is, this guy is bound to be far more experienced, isn't he? Even if he hasn't quite got the ability Rudo has. It's like Greece. I did think that was a cut initially, but it might be Greece. Oh, it's shit. Oh, even worse. Oh, this show is fucking nasty, isn't it? Yeah, this is life or death right now. I mean, it could be literally because the amount of infection and shit you probably get from this. Ugh. It's the sprays you need to watch out for when you're like swinging it, but it's like spray off. Jesus. I'm not sure if it's a good or bad thing that Rudo doesn't know what it is. So I haven't seen a scene like that for a long time. That's quite evoking of like childhood cartoons like that. Yeah. Oh, man, you'd be washing yourself 18 hours a day after getting hit by this thing, wouldn't you? For at least a few days. Jesus Christ. The splash. So how much poo is in that thing? Nasty business. So yeah, it's good to know the show isn't too afraid to get nasty. Quite in a bit of a comedic fashion this time, but I think the president had been set in that second episode, hadn't it? Man, I would not let him in my car. It'd be right at the. If I had this, it'd be right in the. Yeah. Maybe hang him outside or something. Uncle Man. I like that. Your new name is Pooh Man. Guy. Oh, there's already someone in the back. Rio. Fucking look better up there. It genuinely does seem like a little bit more dirty, but honestly, better in many aspects than his life was up there. I think it's more of a maybe suiting kind of thing. Like you suit the life down here a bit more. Obviously, there's that kind of I forget what the places are called, but there is that like nicer side of things up on the surface, isn't there? So that's obviously a lot better than both. But like Rudo's hometown thing that he was at before, I think this place is a bit better. Yeah, good episode today. Quite a comedic one to be honest, wasn't it? A lot more comedic than I did assume. Although that's always been a thing in these opening episodes because again, like the facial reactions and such, they're always quite crazy. I think you can definitely overdo that. Funny enough, this season there's a show called I forgot what the name of it is now, but it's called Mataku Detective, and that also for the first couple of episodes used a lot of facial comedy, and it did grow a little bit old. It's like, okay, we get it. You're gonna keep using these facial comedy bits, but hopefully we can have something here where it kind of tones it down a little bit because it does just get a little bit stale after a while for me, anyway. Having said that, I literally yesterday just watched a video of Japanese show doing blackface singing "What a Wonderful World." And yeah, there was something slightly sadistic about watching that. So I guess that's a big part of that Japanese comedy, kind of facial comedy and such. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, good episode again today. A little bit more comedic and light-hearted than the previous couple episodes. But setting a few of the kind of foundations here, meeting the cast, getting to know them a little bit more. And yeah, a good episode. Not quite as good as the first two, in my opinion. I do think that week break also It didn't ruin the pace or anything, I won't say, but it definitely is like a little bit annoying to have a break so early on the show. If anything, I've said this multiple times about like Freer and Dungeon Mesh and such. It's always better to have extended or more episodes at the start than later on, in my opinion, just for a really solid start. So to have us missing an episode, it obviously has the reverse effect of us not forgetting about it, but just like being like, yeah, just I imagine it's quite annoying for the studio as well. Yeah, good episode. I'm digging the kind of chemistry between the characters and such so far, so very much looking forward to seeing more of them next week. Let me know what you guys think about this one though down in the comments. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with these reactions. And I'll see you then with episode 4.